Welcome back to Let's Play SaGa 2 Hihou Densetsu. This is Big Los. We are outside Valhalla's Palace, getting some of these treasures. So we got a fairy staff. So let's take a look at it. It can manipulate the weather. It does magic times 5 to all enemies. So that means that it's kind of like flame or acid storm. Probably like acid storm. So let's get this other treasure and just get a lowly high potion. So we've got everything that we can get, so we will make our way onto the next world, the final world, and continue onwards to the end of the game. So we're gonna go into the Sky Pillar once again, because we don't have the teleportability to the final world. We have to make our way to the final town for that. Let's go on out here, and we will once again make our way down this other Sky Pillar. And once we are here, we will exit. And we don't need to use that energy point. Let's just make our way over to that exclamation point by that other Sky Pillar. And unfortunately, a cutscene develops, so we can't go into the Sky Pillar. It's Apollo. Well, I wasn't worried that I was going to defeat Odin. Oh, okay, so why don't we just fight you? I'll tell you what, we'll fight you right now. It was all a trick, huh? Oh, that's a pretty bird. Man, this bird's too pretty to fight. It's like a blue phoenix or something. Alright, I guess we'll use our strongest spells and attacks that we have. No, we're immune to that because we use the Aegis Shield. Yeah, that does some pretty good damage to that Thunder Tome. Just because Shala has a fairly high spirit ability, not as high as Glenn's, being a Titania and all. Of course, the flare does more damage. Red Hot Hell? Está rojo te caliente. Well, that wasn't very hard at all. That was supposed to be a boss? Okay. That's too bad, Apollo. That was a pretty bird that we just destroyed. Oh, you bastard. You went and encased everybody in cubes, huh? Or else what? What are you gonna do to them? You dirty scoundrel. What? Don't do that! I didn't want to do that. Well, that's another mistake. That you're sparing our lives. That'll just give us an opportunity to come kill you later. Okay, if you say so, buddy. Great, so now we don't have any relics anymore. Apollo has them all. Just because he held our friends hostage. So what was he doing? Spying on us and then seeing who we were friends with and then just kidnapped them? Oh, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be dead? Or on the ninja plane? Didn't you disappear with the ninja to the ninja plane? And then only the ninja came back? Oh, so there's actually 78 relics, huh? Not 77. Well, 77 is a nice, pleasing number to look at, not 78. The final relic is inside the final dungeon. Who'da thunk it? Alright, so we don't have the benefits of our relics anymore, but for some strange reason, which I attribute to a bug, we still have all our map abilities. We can teleport to any world we want, we can excavate, we can disarm traps, but we don't have any relics. So we're gonna equip this relic sensor even though we don't have the relic to actually provide that ability. Oh, and this is Dad's stuff right here. See, he's got his whip that does a single enemy, then his Vulcan gun does a group, and the 44 Magnum of course does a single enemy, and he comes equipped with a battle exosuit. And we learn that there is one relic left. I don't know how we're able to do that without the spirit mirror relic that we had before. It must be a bug, or was it put in on a purpose, or what? Alright, so let's go into the final town, ominously named, and here's that pawn shop dealer guy that you could sell stuff to, and then he sells it back to you more expensive like. You know, it's another warehouse man, but he's not free. Alright, so they sell Staff of Healings and other armors here. They sell a Cure Tome and a Staff of Healing in the other one. I wonder why they had two stores selling identical stuff in it. No one has ever returned from the final dungeon alive. You don't say. Okay, so we go in here. There's once again two stores. You can get the Coral Sword, Mountain Storms, Dragon Sword, Leopard 2 missiles. And you could buy Flare Tome, probably the best thing that you can buy here. We'll probably buy a bunch of those later. Since we can buy Leopard 2s here, we'll just de-equip the Leopard 2 that we had and put in the self-repair again in Robo. And then we'll sell what we have to make some room. You know, get at least 4,500 for it. And here you can buy some of the same stuff that they sold over there. Why didn't they just, you know, have different stuff for each one? That doesn't make sense. Maybe they're doing it just to screw with me. I don't know. Alright. The final dungeon is long. Take some cottages since they're the same as staying in an inn. Yeah, for some reason I don't think I'll have too much trouble because there's not really random encounters. Using a door has the same effect as Angel Wings, allows you to teleport. Yeah, but why buy a door if we still have the teleport ability? See, you know, they didn't think of these things when they released this, or when they tested it, or what? Okay, so we have a little extra spot here for Chrono. So we're gonna go grab something. We used up the Ice Brand sword. Yeah, let's equip this Defender sword. Alright, we'll put that in there. Now I think we are ready to take on the final dungeon and get the final relic that's inside of it. But first, let's go in and excavate this treasure up here. Gold nugget. I think we should just sell that later. Sure, I'm drinking. But Boss of the final dungeon is immune to paralysis, sleep, poison, and even death magic. Okay, so we won't use all that stuff on him. No, because we haven't been using Threads of Fate. It's funny how Threads of Fate are literal bonds of connection between your characters. I guess he says some other stuff if you have been using the Threads of Fate, and I guess we'll return when we do the bonus episodes after we defeat the boss the first time and see what he has to say for our different team titles. Alright, so let's make our way to the final dungeon, and on the way we will excavate some of these pickaxe icons. We'll see what's inside of them. Acceleration device? What, are you kidding me? Well, I guess I'll hold on to it for right now. And we got another one over here. So let's make our way over here and use the excavate map ability. Missiles! Come on, this is the final world. I couldn't think of anything better to put in there. Oh, man. Alright, let's see what type of monsters are actually here. Okay, these are the same types of monsters that were on the lower levels of the Nasty Dungeon. So we got cockatrices, we got watchers, and we got ice lobsters, but we don't have the benefit of the Aegea shield, so we're gonna have to take them out quickly. Although I do believe that the circle change given to us by the power exosuit makes us immune to being turned to stone. So we probably don't even need the Aegea shield except for Glenn. Ouch. Alright, we're left with one cockatrice, and jeez, Chrono, you can't hit the broadside of a barn in broad daylight, can you? Yeah, let's do nothing for Glenn, and then I guess we'll do nothing for Dad, too. Yep, that's it. We get a spirit boost for Shala. And no, I don't feel like changing what Glenn is. Alright, so let's make our way over to this final dungeon. Let's see, we got one use left in the Thunder Tome. And then we'll equip something else. Maybe that fairy staff. Alright, so will we be able to get through the final dungeon and get the final relic? Find out next time. This is Big Los signing off. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. And Tango and Buendia.